Say your piece.
I'm done. I want out.
And you want me to square it with Frank?
Yes?
There's one other thing we should discuss. Nacho Varga. He wants out.
Hey guys, Kiwi here. In this video, I'll be breaking down discussing Nacho and Mike during Better Call Saul Season 5, along with Mike confronting Gus about Nacho in Season 5, Episode 9. So warning, spoilers up to Episode 509, and let's jump right into this. Nacho has been stuck between a rock and a hard place the past 2 seasons, being forced to work for Gus as a double agent with his father's head at gunpoint. Gus put Nacho through a horribly torturous experience in Episode 502, where Nacho thought that he was being forced to watch his father get murdered, which was very mentally traumatizing. Nacho speaks to Mike about getting out of the game twice.
Guessing there's something you want to get off your chest.
They shot me, left me bleeding out in the desert, all part of some plan.
I don't know what to tell you. I warned you. You got in with both eyes open.
The first time he's sincere, being honest about his motives to escape and save his own life along with his father's. He tells Mike about Gus threatening his dad, but Mike says that they'll speak once Lalo is out of the picture, because Mike knows that he can't really do anything until then. Gus is focused on this, and Gus isn't gonna want to lose Nacho as a valuable chip in this whole situation.
You got in with both eyes open.
My father didn't. He's got a gun to my father's head. I don't do what he says.
Look, first things first. We take care of Lalo, then we'll talk.
And the second time that they meet, Nacho is rude and eager, speaking out of place. Lalo isn't dealt with completely yet, so Mike still holds off on taking any action with Nacho's troubles.
I'm not telling you shit until we talk about my dad.
What you tell me, and when you say it, is not up to you.
Listen, you said, when Lalo's out of the picture, we'll talk about my father, right? Well, he's out of the picture. Lalo called me from inside. He put me back in charge. He wants me to burn down the Pollos Hermanos.
Then he's not out of the picture, is he?
In episode 509, with Mike thinking that Lalo was finally going to go straight to Mexico, he figured it'd be a good time to bring up Nacho to Gus. We know that Lalo ended up coming back into town to speak with Jimmy and Kim by the end of the episode, causing Lalo to take Nacho to Mexico with him. But in episode 509, we finally get the moment where Mike stands up to Gus about Nacho. After they speak about the shootout, when Mike goes to leave, he pauses for a moment, and Gus can tell that Mike has something he wants to say, so he comes out with it.
He's done everything we asked. He held up his end. I think it's time we cut him loose.
I see no reason to give up an asset.
Mike first says that Nacho wants out, and gives reason for the Salamanca business crumbling without Nacho, but Gus would rather control it, and that's sadly understandable. I'm on Nacho's side, but that makes sense. Now we know that Tuco eventually runs the Salamanca business in Breaking Bad, and Lalo even tells Hector that Tuco will be out of jail in just a few months. So the Salamanca business won't crumble without Nacho, and it will in fact run without Nacho up to and during Breaking Bad.
Once Salamanca's dealt with, we have no use for Varga. He's the only guy they have running things up here. He disappears, Salamanca operation falls apart.
Varga stays. Better to control the opposition without their knowledge.
Mike plays the Nacho's dad card to Gus, saying that threatening his life doesn't sit right with him, but Gus responds brutally, calling Nacho a dog that bites the hand of every owner he's ever had, and that he either needs to be disciplined or put down. Nacho's my favorite character original to Better Call Saul, and I hate to admit it, but Gus has a point. It took me a moment to think about it, but Nacho has gone against every authoritative figure that we've seen. First off, his father, because even though he respects and loves his father, he still technically always went against him by being a drug dealer and by working for the Salamancas in general. And then there's Tuco by trying to get Mike to kill him in season 2, but ultimately being the reason why Tuco ends up in jail. And then there's the whole Hector situation with Nacho switching the pills in season 3, which is when Gus finally caught on. Finally, Nacho is currently two-timing Lalo, hoping Gus will take him out. Sure, Gus is forcing Nacho to do this, but it's an interest that they both share. I feel like Nacho would have went against Lalo even if Gus would have never controlled him about it. Nacho has tried to take out every Salamanca boss that he's worked for in an attempt to create an opening to leave the game, so to speak. Now, time for some theories about the season 5 finale and season 6 as well. Will Gus force Mike to kill Nacho? The way that Gus states that Nacho could be put down implies that he might make Mike do so. He made Mike kill Werner, and Mike continues to be Gus's hitman in Breaking Bad. So is this Gus threatening Mike that he could possibly force him to kill Nacho?
You have a gun to his father's head. That doesn't sit with me.
A dog who bites every owner he's had can only be disciplined with a firm hand or put down.
would Mike actually do it, or would he pretend to, possibly allowing Nacho to run? Since Mike doesn't know about Ed the Disappear / vacuum cleaner man in Breaking Bad, if Nacho uses Ed the Disappear to get a new identity and run away, he'll have to obtain it through Saul and not Mike. And it would make sense that Nacho would get the contact from someone other than Mike and actually hide it from Mike, since Mike is working for Gus and Gus might have Mike kill Nacho if they find out about any of this. I could see Jimmy getting Ed the Disappear as a backup plan for either Kim or himself in case anything else happens, but maybe he can give it to Nacho. Now the thing is, even though Saul and Nacho are in the same universe, they're not friends and they don't talk about each other's problems. In what situation would Saul want to help Nacho out? Because even if Saul is the piece that would actually help out Nacho, why would he? They're not even friends and they don't really talk. At least Jimmy's talking to Mike now, but he's not even talking to Nacho. And how would there be a situation where Nacho would go to Saul for help with Ed the Disappear and they'd actually keep all of this from Mike and in return Gus? Also, this is if Nacho can even convince his dad to run and set up a new identity. Maybe if Nacho could insist on the danger that he's in, his father would listen, but I feel like Nacho's dad already knows the amount of dangers of Nacho's job, especially after Nacho laid low at his house to heal up after being shot near death in season 4. Nacho's dad told him that he won't run from his life due to the choices that his son made, and if his son ends up getting his dad killed because of it, well, that's just something that he'll have to live with.
Frank's not all of it, it's the cartel. I disappear, they're gonna go after my father. He's gotta come with me. But no matter what I say with him, it's the cops or nothing.
The cops won't solve this.
You got away.
It doesn't help when the person that you're trying to save is actively fighting against you, but for more of my discussion on that, check out my full breakdown that I did on Nacho's dad. And also, they're teasing a bunch about Nacho being in danger going down to Mexico with Lalo in the season 5 finale, so who knows if Nacho will even survive Mexico. Now, I hope Nacho lives, obviously, but I feel like someone might die either in the season 5 finale or the season 6 premiere. I'd appreciate a like on the video if you've enjoyed anything that I've said today, and if you're new here or just haven't yet already, subscribe and hit that bell notification for updates on when I post more content on Better Call Saul. We're getting really close to 10,000 subscribers and I can't thank you guys enough. But as always, I thank you guys all so much for watching, and until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.
You have a gun to his father's head. That doesn't sit with me. You want to keep Varga in for the long run? I don't think fear is a great motivator.